Welcome, everyone, to the return of the director's cut, exclusively right here on the BINBUSTER channel. How are we doing tonight out there, everyone? Let me explain to you what this show is a little bit about. I take us in a deep dive into the world of movies. It's not just a movie review. I give you a history of the movie, give you a history of actors and stuff that actually happen in the movie. So the director's cut's back. We're starting tonight with the Oscars. And where have I been? Well, I've been doing this now for over a year, the director's cut, but this is the first time it's actually on this channel and it's staying and it's here to stay. So we're doing this. Let's see who's here tonight, shall we? We got Hunter. Evening, everyone. Smash that like button. Why, thank you, Hunter. Good thing you said that because remember, welcome to the director's cut. Please smash that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. So, and we also have, we have Streets. Let's pretend that John Cena thing never happened. It's the meme that just keeps on giving. Honestly, it's because the meme is always you can't see him. John Cena thinks he's invisible half the time. So that's pretty much what it was. It was him thinking he was invisible for real. Now we have also good for Robert Downey, but far from his best role, much deserved. I have to agree. It's not his best role, but I preferred him in Chaplin, sorry, that he was nominated for. But it's good to see that this guy actually won, finally. It's not just a Academy Award nominee. He's a winner now. It's just thanks, Streets, for joining in. And Justin, what's up, man? How you doing tonight, man? We're talking the Academy Awards. I want to start off by saying this was the 96th annual Academy Awards. So 4 more years, and we're actually getting the 100th anniversary. I'm hoping for the 100th anniversary, they go to the history of the Oscars and pay homage throughout the span of 100 years. And I think that would be kind of cool to see and everything. But like on this show, I especially enjoyed what they did with the Best Actor and Best Actress nominations. Like how they had each one the 5 different previous winners. They had 5 of the different previous winners, and then all of a sudden, they each took one of the nominations and nominees and actually talked about them a little bit. I actually enjoyed that. I thought that was actually a pretty fun time. It gave you a little insight and background into all of that. That was fun. And seeing Al Pacino up on the stage, yeah, about that. I want to hear what you guys think. Those of you watching, comment. Tell me what you thought about the Al Pacino thing. Did you think he should have renamed all 10 movies that were up for Best Picture again, considering they were playing all night? Or do you think he should have just did what he did and just went straight into the envelope? Let me know what you guys think on that one. Anyways, we're going. Jerry Surprise Godzilla Minus One beat out Guardians of the Galaxy. I am, but not too much. Because you're thinking Guardians of the Galaxy was actually this is the third Guardians of the Galaxy. So the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie, in my opinion, the special effects were not as great as they were the first 2 times. Yes, the whole Rocket and his pals stuff is great. It's great. But Godzilla Minus One, everything about that Godzilla that just screamed a Godzilla movie, the little details on his scales were even incredible of what they did there. That's why I'm glad it won. Hey, my buddy Jared's here. What's up, man? How you doing? How's Southern Illinois treating him, bro? Hunter's saying hi to everyone else. So there we go. All right. So we'll start off with this. I'll just start off randomly. Here we go. I'll go Best Supporting Actor and Actress. Honestly, out of all these movies, I've only seen Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon. That's it. I mean, Ryan Gosling, like, he's a good actor. Didn't see Barbie. Don't know why he would be on there for that. Mark Ruffalo, not a huge Mark Ruffalo fan. I don't like him as an actor. But Poor Things, obviously, it was great because he was nominated. Robert De Niro for Killers, The Flower Moon. I hear he's a great bad guy in this movie. I remember seeing that. It was awesome. Sterling K. Brown in American Fiction. That was a good one too. But Robert Downey Jr. finally winning the big one. Not necessarily the big one, but Best Actor is the big one. But he finally wins an Academy Award. So now it's Academy Award winner, Robert Downey Jr. So now that means you thought he was good at Blackwater. Yeah, I agree. I like I said, I'm not a huge Mark Ruffalo fan, but I would have to agree with you on that one, Hunter. I would have to. But like I was saying, um, good for Robert Downey Jr. Now he commands buku bucks, but money. Yeah. He's he does that because of that title. Now he's not just a nominee; he's a winner now. We get Best Supporting Actress. We get Davine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers, which I didn't see. Like I said, Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple, American Ferrer for Barbie, and Jay Foster for Naiad. I've not seen any of these movies on here except for Oppenheimer. Like literally, I didn't see any of those Best Supporting Actress nominations. Obviously, Davine Joy Randolph won, and it was a decent. Obviously, that I didn't really care for Emily Blunt in Oppenheimer, but I can understand she's one of very few actresses in that movie. so, so she does deserve her props for that one. But Davine actually won out with The Holdovers, which I hear is a great movie. I have to check it out myself. Okay, now we're going to Best Original Screenplay. The Enemy of a Fall one. Like I said, I didn't see this one. And no, I didn't see anything in here, but the fact that we had an Enemy of the Fall one, which I think is actually, I've heard great things about that, and I'm looking forward to watching it myself. But American Fiction won for Best Adapted Screenplay. So what's the difference with this? Okay, Best Original Screenplay means a screenplay written solely for the purpose of making a movie. Adapted Screenplay, for those of you that don't know, is, and that's what we do here on the Director's Cut. I kind of teach you these terminologies and stuff like this. Best Adapted Screenplay means it was adapted from a source material like a book or a short story or a television series or something like that. That's what an adapted screenplay is. Like Oppenheimer was based off of the biography American Prometheus: The Triumph and Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer. American Fiction was based on the novel Erasure by Percival Everett. Was based on Barbie by Mattel. So you see, even properties such as Barbie is an adapted screenplay because you're taking an entity and adapting a screenplay to that entity. Poor Things based off the novel, based off the novel Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest based off of the novel as well. So you guys see, we have those right there, and though that's what the difference is between those two. So now we're getting to Best International Feature Film. Like this kind of loses me because I'm not into a lot of foreign films, but I do watch the shorts. All the short films are there. I actually watch them. They're short films are fantastic. If you guys haven't actually seen any short films yet, any of these on this list or any short films, do so, because usually most short films are in between like 5 minutes. Some I've seen some as low as 5 minutes telling a great story to like half an hour. And that's the thing. It's one of those things. It's like half an hour, 45 minutes. That's their movie. And that's actually a pretty good movie for it. So, Best International Feature Film went to Zone of Interest from the United Kingdom. But Best Animated Feature, let's talk about this one for sure. Some people say it's an upset. I don't really think so, because the upset would have been something like Elemental winning. Yes, I said it. Elemental would be the upset in this one for them winning. In my opinion, it should have went to either Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse or The Boy and His Heron, which won. Because Miyazaki, it's tough to beat in animation, but Spider-Verse could have beaten him out. Those are my two choices, and those were about the two I thought were going to win. And those were the two going in here. I'm like, Disney, you're not on top anymore when it comes to animation. And this movie is Miyazaki has had Disney's number for numerous years. Every time Miyazaki comes out with something, it's always a fun watch. Go watch it if you guys haven't seen any Miyazaki animated stuff. Check him out. You're not going to be disappointed. So now we're going to documentaries. So we're going to documentary short films. The Last Repair Shop, ABCs of the Book, The Barber of Little Rock, The Island in Between, and Nana Walpole. And The Last Repair Shop. This was actually a pretty decent. It's a documentary short film, so it's talking about a repair shop. And what this is like it says, it's a documentary. So this is a documentary style filmmaking. It's great that the Oscars are doing this, but I honestly think documentaries need to have not just their own category, but their own award show, because there's so much that goes into a documentary that needs to be done that way. Because think about it. You're writing a script for a documentary because you're telling a story. So you have to have those points of the story lined up so you guys could tell that story. So 20 Days at Marrapool won for Best Documentary Feature Film. Bobby Wine, I've seen Bobby Wine, the People's President. Very good movie. Very good documentary. If you haven't checked it out, check that one out. To Kill a Tiger, I haven't seen $4. I haven't seen Eternal Memory. I haven't seen Bobby Wine, the People's President. It's about it's a good movie. What it is about, it's about a also called Bobby Wine, the Ghetto President. What it is, it chronicles a presidential popular Ghanaian singer, Bobby Wine, against the long-running regime leader of Museveni. So you see, it's about the story of Bobby Wine and how the documentary of his trying to become president of Uganda, or yes, and Museveni, who's president. I use that term loosely, and his story, sir. There, so it's a good one. If you guys want to see a great documentary, watch Bobby Wine. It was great. I haven't seen 20 Days at Mariupol, but yeah, it's Ukrainian. So yeah, with everything going on in the world, I can see why I won. All right, so now we go to animated short film. The War is Over. Inspired by the music of John and Yoko, which I think is actually a pretty brave and bold type of thing to do, to base a movie entire music of John and Yoko Ono, John Lennon and Yoko Ono, just because a lot of people don't like when they got together. A lot of people don't like their style of music together. People love John Lennon's style, but when they were together, people didn't really care for their style of music. So that was an interesting one, to say the least, to have on here. And then we get the wonderful story of Henry Sugar, done by Wes Anderson. Yes, now Wes Anderson's an Academy Award winning director, albeit it's for a short film. But he is the Academy Award winning director now. So now, hey, people are going to start liking that. They didn't like it before. But anyways, we're going into songs now. I say original score for Oppenheimer wins hands down. You can't really beat anything. Like, that entire score was fantastic. When we get into original song, we get Was Azazi, a song for my people from Killers of the Flower Moon by Scott George. Scott George is also a Native American, and he's the first Native American to be nominated for this award. I think that's amazing. Like, Lily Gladstone was the first first Native American nominated for Best Actress. So I think that little history making stuff is actually pretty awesome to know. We get just seeing the way that was performed on stage when they actually had the actual Native American dancers there and everything. The way it was performed, I'm like, this is awesome to see on screen. It's just that good. I enjoyed it. I never want any from American Symphony by John Baptiste. I it was either my TV or I couldn't really make out a lot of the words he was saying. I don't know if that was the same for everyone, but it just felt a little rushed. They're running out of time. They're like, yeah, just go out there and mumble the words. It just felt like it was mumble. Like I said, it could be my TV, it could be my sound system, it could have been that acting up, but it just sounded that way to me. We get The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot. Yes, the movie about Cheetos. We got best original song. So that tells you that there wasn't either a lot of best original song. People thought there was a best original songs, or it was just that obscure of a song or that obscure of a topic of Flamin' Hot Cheetos that they're like, oh, let's just put it in the Academy and see what happens here. I would love to have known who put this category together and who voted on this. I would love to know. Then we get two from Barbie. We get the Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell, what I was made for. So their overall theme song, which performance wise wasn't really that great. Like Fire Inside was a little cool there, the way they did that with the orchestra opening up in the back. Hey, let's do that. The orchestra was actually on top. It wasn't down below like it normally is. It was up top, and they actually lifted up the thing for half of the show, and actually you got to see it. I thought that was kind of cool as well. But now I'm just kidding. I mean, the thing was that was one of those things that seeing him perform that was actually kind of cool. And how they had the little sing along spot in it too, with everyone in attendance, was kind of cool to see. Like I said, the presentation aspect of this show was cool in some aspects of it. It just felt like a very bland show altogether. So we get best sound. Zone of Interest beats sound over Oppenheimer. Over Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Maestro, and The Creator. I've not seen Zone of Interest, so I can't argue this one for it. But you have a movie about a conductor, and you have a movie about an atomic bomb, and you're saying that the sound wasn't great in those, or this sound in this one was a lot better. Who knows? But then we get best production design. And what this is the entire production of the movie. That's what it means. The entire production, from how it looks to marketing to stuff like that, and how this movie looks and comes together for best production design. And like set pieces, costumings, how it all blends together. Poor Things. Oppenheimer was black and white and a lot of miniatures done, which I think is impressive. Napoleon was all right. Killers of the Flower Moon, I can see why it was here. Barbie, I can see why it's there. Poor Things, production design. So we had James Price showing Heath, which designed the entire production. We had set decoration by Zuza Mihawk, and that's what designed the sets. So everything that comes together, these all go together. Hey, D-Ray. Hey, D-Ray. All I guys. What's up? What's up? Yeah, D-Ray, what's up? How you doing tonight, bro? You're coming to the Academy Award after party. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, we're just talking about production design right now. Now we're getting into cinematography. This is how the movie looks. This is how cinematographer's job is to determine how. It's to determine he's a director of photography, sometimes short to DP or DOP. Hey, yeah, D-Ray. Ooh, my buddy Caveman's here. How you doing? Hey, guy, what's going on? How you feeling, man? How you doing tonight? What's up? What's up? Hey, Caveman. Hey there. And Jared's here saying hey to D-Ray. So yeah, so you see, it's the person, the cinematographer is the person responsible for recording of the film, television production, music video, or any other live action type of thing. So they're in charge of film, stock, lenses, filters, stuff like that. So best cinematography. So that's what a cinematographer does. And the best cinematography went to Oppenheimer, of course. You're making a movie about an atomic bomb. It has to look good. You have to kind of, and the way they made it, where it's like they actually had real news footage blending into the movie, and you could, unless you knew what you were looking for, you couldn't tell the difference. Unless you knew what you were looking for, you could tell the difference. That was perfect. That was very perfect. I enjoyed that the most. So now we get into best makeup and hairstyling. Poor things, like you make someone as gorgeous as Emma Stone look like she did in that movie, you win hands down. Golda, about going my ear, was another good one. Maestro, Oppenheimer, Society of Oppenheimer. I can see why Oppenheimer didn't win, because the hairstyling and makeup was just on about that era. So the hospital, thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for showing up tonight, man. I'm glad I could keep you company tonight in the hospital, man. I hope you're feeling better soon, guy. I hope you're feeling better. Anyway, D Ray and Hunter, he's saying hi. And we're saying feel better soon, K Man. Yeah, K Man, feel better soon. We need you on. We miss you in the chats. We miss you seeing you doing videos. Miss talking to you, man. So we need you healthy, man. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. All right. So that's what that, because I see, like I said, Oppenheimer doing from the 40s. You don't really get much of a sense of makeup and hairstyle. That's why they didn't win. Best costume design. This was a decent one, because this is where you had John Cena, the meme, come into existence because of that. So I mean, poor things won Barbie. Barbie's costumes were just pretty bland. They were colorful, but they were kind of regular clothes. Same with Oppenheimer's. Napoleon's were cool because that's actually said in when it was, and that's kind of cool to see. But poor things, their costume design was on par. Best film editing, obviously Oppenheimer. The way it goes and keeps you interested. Now we go into visual effects, and this is one of the visual effects that everyone's talking about. I mentioned it earlier. Godzilla -1. Best visual effects beat out Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, Napoleon, and The Creator. Why? When you can take a character like Godzilla and make every individual scale, when they did the close-ups of him, and you can make every individual scale look that good. But this is also Godzilla -1. So this is technically taking place. This is actually taking place. Is I believe this is taking place, like, it's -1, so it's right after. Yeah, right after World War II. So it's a minus. So now Japan's going to a -1 because of Godzilla. And so where that takes place in too, it's actually pretty impressive how they set that up and how they have Godzilla in this whole thing. So it's actually, I can see why it won. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, like I was saying earlier, is not the best when it comes to visual effects of the other of that franchise. Napoleon, it's like the visual effects were not as great as Godzilla's. The Creators was up there. I'm shocked. Like, if it did go Godzilla, it would have went to Creator, in my opinion. So that was some good stuff. And on a 15 or lower budget for Godzilla -1. Oh yeah. I mean, their budget was pretty much, let's see. Their budget was 10 to 12. It says here 10 to 12 million. And that determines if you're going by the Japanese yen or the American dollar. That's what it says here. Box office made 107. So you see, you guys can make movies for $15 million. And who was it? Oh, who was it? It was one of the guys who won for. Oh, it was what's his face? Oh, I forget his name. I'll bring it back here. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? I think it was the Anatomy American Fiction, Cord Jefferson. I think it was Cord Jefferson, or was it just the? No, yeah, I think it was Cord Jefferson. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm just trying to see the person's face who stated that you could do a movie on a $15 million budget, and we could be able to put more movies out there. So, plus Godzilla did very affordably. Yeah, they did it. Like Like, it shows you that you don't have to make that you don't have to do 130 or $200 million budget on just your visual effects stuff just to make it look good. Godzilla did it on $12 million, at the most 15 million. Godzilla did it on $15 million. Let's sell more stories like that. Low budget, lower budget movies that make a lot of money for the studios. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? And then we get them. Then we get the Academy Honorary Awards, which are Angela Bassett, Carol Littleton, and Mel Brooks. I would have loved to. I know it's online. I would have loved to have seen that actually there to begin with. The Gina Herschel humanitarian work goes to Michelle Satter. Oh yeah, they all get cool figures. They even did a picture after it was all said and done of Godzilla holding the Oscar. It was actually pretty awesome. Yeah, I love how they had little figures, and when they were going up there, they were like, "Rawr!" And even up on stage, they were like fighting each other. That was actually pretty cool to see. It was like little kids again. It was like seeing little kids fight it out with their toys again. So, which was great. There was one thing I didn't like in here, honestly. I didn't like the whole fact of the memoriam. The whole memoriam thing, in my opinion, could have just have been different. Because usually they show you entire screen. The entire screen's filled up for the in memoriam, but this one they kept it high. I know we had Andrea Bocelli and his son there, which was awesome for that. Which was awesome for that. But I enjoyed actually seeing who all died, and there were some omissions. Like, I don't know if Suzanne Summers, who were the last two? There was someone else who died that wasn't even performed on there. Let's see. Here's the list of stuff. We end with Tina Turner. We start off with we have guys like Harry Belafonte, Alexi Navian, so Alan Arkin, Norman Reynolds, Andre Brower, Glennis Johns, Tom Wilkinson, Paul Rubens, Pepper Laurie, Richard. Andre Brower wasn't on here. That was the other one I was thinking of. Just because he does a lot more TV, so that's understandable. Suzanne Summers did a lot more TV. It's understandable, but it would have been nice to see them. And not only that, but I would also have loved to have seen this, like I said, on full screen. And that's just me, though. That's just me. And right now we're going back up to the. I didn't talk about the major ones, the last four major ones. I didn't talk about those. Best Actress, Emma Stone. Well, I was a Lily Gladstone fan. I thought she should have won, but I'm happy Emma did. So I can't fault her for that. I mean, it's a great role for her too. Cillian Murphy winning for Oppenheimer, hands down. It was either go with him or Paul Giamatti. Those were my two choices. That's pretty much who it was going to. That's who the front runners were going into this thing, and they thought it was going to be split because they were splitting awards all award season long. Best Picture. Yeah, Treat Williams. That's the other one I was thinking of. Treat Williams was left out. Why was he on there? The Substitute was a great movie. Come on. Why was he left out, man? Why was Treat left out? I mean, give us the treat. We want Treat Williams. But anyways, we get Oppenheimer winning, Christopher Nolan's first for Best Picture winning, and Christopher Nolan winning for Best Director was also one of those. Hey,
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, that's for you, Dell. What's up, man? How are you doing tonight, man? You're doing tonight, Dell. Thanks for showing up. We're just talking the Academy Awards, and I'm going into production stuff now. Like, I gotta say, the Best Supporting Actor, Actress, and actor and actress, the four main acting categories, and how they did it with previous winners. I kind of liked how they did that. That's something going forward that I think they should do. Not every year, but every so often do that, because it was fun watching these people who've won this award from years previous come up there and talk about who might get to join them in that club. Dell says he's doing great. He goes, "Hey, chat. Well, let's see who these 5 people were, shall we? Here we go. I'm going to bring up right here. Okay, so we have here for the presenters for Best Supporting Actress. We have Jamie Lee Curtis, Regina King, Rita Moreno, Lupita Nyong'o, and Mary Seabridge, all previous Best Supporting Actress winners. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing them there and their roles across the screen from on top of them when they were going there. That was actually pretty cool. Seeing Mahershala Ali, I always get the Ki-Hu Kwan, Tim Robbins, Sam Rockwell, and Christoph Waltz, who won Best Supporting Actor nominations too in the past. Like I enjoyed seeing that type of stuff. That's the history I'm talking about here. Like I said, in 100, they should embrace the history of the when 100 comes up, they should embrace the history of the Academy Awards. That's what they did tonight. That's what they did on Sunday. That's what they did with those 4 categories, really. And then you get Nicolas Cage, Brendan Fraser, Ben Kingsley, Matthew McConaughey, and Forrest Whitaker for best actor. You get Sally Field, Jessica Lange, Jennifer Lawrence, Charlize Theron, Michelle Yeoh for best actress. You guys get these great women up here, these great actors and actresses up here saying, "Hey, we won this for these films that you know about. Who's the next one to join our ranks? Who's the next one?" And I kind of like that. It kind of gave it a little bit more personality, it made it a little bit more personal in my opinion on that. I enjoyed John Mulaney's stuff about best sound and how and he started quoting Madame Web there. That was hilarious. Steven Spielberg, we got the GOAT out there for best director. I enjoyed Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's talk about Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They need to do another movie together. Honestly, Twins and Junior is not enough of these 2 awesome guys together. We need more Arnold and more. We need more Arnold and Danny DeVito together. So let's start this. Hashtag Arnold Danny. Hashtag Arnold and Danny. There we go. There we go. Let's let it trend worldwide, folks. But I enjoyed how they were saying, "Oh, we played Batman villains. I was Mr. Freeze and I was the Penguin. Oh, how do you kill you? With my secret of my love." Oh, was it heat? That was hilarious. And Danny DeVito goes, "I was thrown out a window." And Michael Keaton's sitting out there, and it's hilarious because it's in the same universe, kind of, but they also, yeah, the DeVito Schwarzenegger Keaton moment was gold. Yeah, I loved that moment. Like just get these 3 guys on the screen back together talking about Batman, about their Batman films. Do that, or you get all 3 of them together at this age playing those characters again. It would be amazing. Hopefully, on the 100 show, they will have excerpts from every decade up until now. That would be nice. Like for each category, you see, and how it's grown since from the first show. Like the first show, like I think only had a few categories, and how that's grown from there till now. That's what I think. They should do it like best actress. You do a montage over the 100 years for one best actress. Like you could just do it throughout the night. Or even there, you just show like a clip package throughout, like say 10 years at a time. Best actor, best actress, best movie, best director. Those top 4 all throughout the night. Let's start 19. What would that be? 1930. 1930. Let's start there and go up each year like that. I think that would be kind of cool. I like that idea, Hunter. Oh, from every decade. Yeah. I like that idea. That's a good idea. And I'm just going through here to see if there's anything else worth mentioning. It's funny how Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling got to talk about a tribute to stunt performers because they're in the Fall Guy coming soon. So you guys see what they did there? Yeah. Michael Keaton and Catherine O'Hara were actually pretty good together. Like it was good to see that chemistry is still there after all these years. David Allen Greer. Let's talk about David Allen Greer. I don't like him as an announcer. Wasn't bad, but I don't know why they chose him out of everyone else. I don't know why, but it just seemed like it could have been a little better, in my opinion. So now, right now, the last thing I'm doing before I shut this down, before I close this for the night, is we're gonna go through the nominations. Films with multiple nominations that have won, films with the multiple wins. Okay, so nominations. Oppenheimer has the most with 13. Poor Things with 11. Killers of the Flower Moon with 10. Barbie with 8. Maestro with 7. American Fiction and Anime of Fall, The Holdovers and Zone of Interest, all at 5. Napoleon at 3. The creator of Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Naiad, Past Lives, and Society of the Snow, all at 2. So here's the movies that had multiple wins. You guys ready? Zone of Interest won 2. They had 5. They won 2. Poor Things had 11. They won 4. Oppenheimer had 13. They won 7. So they won more than half of them. Half of the ones they got. I knew Oppenheimer wasn't going to go good 13-0, but getting 7 of them, that's impressive for a movie nowadays. Well, like, yeah, if it's a good movie, you're going to get at least half of your rewards, half of your awards. So I just want to say thank you for everyone for showing up here on the Director's Cut. Next week is what day? The 19th, right? Yes, it's the 19th. So that's not out quite yet. So I'm going to be talking. I'll see what movies are playing this weekend, and I'll be diving into a movie that's playing in theaters. Because that's what. Yes, Slash and Wolfgang and Van Halen playing I'm Just Ken. Yeah, that was kind of cool too. That was cool to see them. I was wondering, were they actually? I looked it up. They weren't actually part of that whole production of that song, but they were there for the Academy Awards, which was great. Great stream as always. Yeah, so I'm going to see what movies are playing out on streaming or in theaters and brand new this weekend, and I'm going to do a director's cut on that next week right here. And right here in the director's cut is where I dive into the world of movies, where we take a history lesson into the world of movies, kind of like I did tonight with the Academy Awards, where we talked about everything and went a little bit of depth of what certain categories were, what certain terminology meant. That's why I do this. That's because I enjoy movies. I enjoy what makes a movie. I enjoy knowing these terminologies and everything. We can enjoy the movies. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching them, but I enjoy the process in making them a lot too. And that's what intrigues me a lot is that process. So I'll see you guys here next week, right here on the Director's Cut, exclusively right here on the BINBUSTER channel. And until that time, if you guys haven't checked out my latest video, I just did yesterday a review on the movie Escape. Watch the trailer. Watch the trailer and watch my review. Don't watch that movie. I'm spoiling my own reaction, but go watch it. You guys can see my reaction to that film. I have a couple more movie reviews coming up this month, where I just pull them off of my shelf and review them. I mean, I might even do this one. I might even do Witness. You never know. So, okay, Wolfgang helped write the music and played on the album. Okay, that's cool. I did not know that. Okay, man, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing that. I did not know that either. That's cool. Well, like I said, it's time for me to go. It's been a great night, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you here next time, right here on the Director's Cut. Bye. And just remember,
What's up? What's up?